Hi there, my name is Devine, better known as Davina, and welcome to my studio. I'm on day 2 of a 30-day belly dance makeup challenge, where every day during the month of June, I'm going to put on a new and different belly dance look. Today's challenge was to do close-up glamour look, the kind of appearance I would put on if I was going to a dark nightclub or a restaurant that's dimly lit. When I go out into a close-up environment, I like to wear makeup that is a little bit bolder but more precisely applied, because as I get close to the audience, they're going to see jagged lips, they're going to see not properly blended blush, they're going to see all of these little imperfections in a way that somebody on stage is never going to notice. So I take a little bit of extra time with my blending and I do more subtle looks. Yesterday I was dressed to go to a show where I didn't know what was happening. Today I am definitely made up for a close-up environment. Now, I want to take a little moment to say that I put a lot of attention into the way my skin looks, because when I'm close to people, I want them to see the most beautiful skin that I can create. I'm very nearly 50, just a matter of months, and so my 49-year-old skin is quite dry. I've got wrinkles, I've got age spots on my face, and so my goal is to even out my skin tone, wear full coverage makeup, and make sure that everything looks as natural as possible. So I know that those are my challenges. You identify your challenges with your makeup. Perhaps you have oily skin, perhaps you have, like me, dry skin, medium skin. Know too that you should buy products that will help your skin look its best. I always use a thickening primer to fill in my large pores. Our pores enlarge as we age, and so that is something that I try to cover up. So I fill in my pores, I use concealer to cover up the age spots, and then I apply a medium to full coverage foundation to really even out the skin tone. Unlike what you'll see on YouTube, if you're looking at a lot of bloggers and vloggers, they put their concealer on over their makeup. I'm old school. I put my concealer on first because my concealer, one, is pretty affordable, but two, I want to construct my face. So I'll use darker concealers in the areas where I will then be putting contour and shadow. I'll use lighter concealers in areas where I will be highlighting, and I put it on fairly thick. I use a creamy concealer wheel. Now this one happens to be from BH Cosmetics, and as you can see, it's quite well loved. Yes, I've hit pan on this color corrector. I use this under my eyes. But as you can see, I use different tones. So although I'm covering up my skin, I'm also not wanting to create a full-on flat mask. So these colors that I put on first will come through the medium full color coverage foundation. Some people like it the other way. They put on their foundation first and then they do their concealer over the top. That's the modern way. I'm old-fashioned. The other thing that I like to do is I like to wear a lipstick that is a little more matte when I am close up, because I think that a matte lipstick it has less of a chance of catching on your costuming, on a veil or on a sleeve as you move. And so lipstick prints on your clothes will show up more when you're closer. So my goal is always to wear something that's very matte, like these lipsticks from ColourPop. I used a liner called Bossy, and you might have seen me put on a primer just to really give it something to adhere to. Of course, I started off with some lip balm because I wanted to get lots of moisture into my skin before I put on a matte lipstick over the top. And then, of course, while I'm close up, people are going to actually see the color of my eyes. So if I'm wearing black, as my plan is for today, I will choose to use colors that I know will enhance my own personal eye color. So my eyes are kind of bluey, greeny, aqua colored with a little bit of gold fleck. And so I really like to use those colors when I'm going to be performing in close-up situations so people can see the colors of the eyeshadow reflected in the color of my eyeshadow. So there you have it. Those are my close-up makeup tips. Make your skin look as beautiful as possible, as smooth, as radiant, as perfect as possible. Focus on really blending, getting a very good blend on all of your color cosmetics, whether it's your eyeshadow or your cheek treatment, and use a more matte lipstick so that you have less chances of getting lipstick on everything, basically. You just don't want that to do it. Today I'm wearing a headscarf on my head because when I go in public, I like to wear something on top of my head to hold the perspiration of my head in and not have it drain down the front of my face. So I would ordinarily put a scarf, a headdress, or a turban, something over this base cloth. I use cotton. This is just a bandana. And I would put my wrap and, basically my costume on over it. This is one of my tricks when I'm in close up to reduce the amount of perspiration on my skin. So after I get my costume on, I put my robe on, put my hair up, my headdress on. I would then touch up my makeup one more time and add a layer of powder. This is something that I like to do frequently over the course of preparing for my belly dance shows. It helps to mattify my foundation and to keep me looking better. And it's not really a baking technique per se. It is just a way of ensuring that all the colors, all of the products meld over the course of the evening and become a seamless makeup application. And I'm using L'Oreal True Blend, which I've been using for years and works fine and is relatively affordable. And that's today's look. Just in recap, let me go over my 3 tips for close-up or glamour makeup in a nightclub or a restaurant where it's dark. 1, go a little deeper on your blush. Wear matte lipstick so it doesn't transfer as much, and be sure to wear colors that really enhance your eyes, because you'll be closer up. Instead of getting an impression of an eye socket and just reading your makeup, people will be close in and will be looking at your skin and its texture, the colors you've chosen for your eyes, and of course the perfection of your lips. So go for perfection, go for a good blending, go for good prep, and go dance your heart out. Anyways, I haven't put lashes on today because I'm being lazy. I'm hoarding my lash glue, which I realize I'm almost out of. And number 3, well, sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. If this were a real gig, I would be stopping at Walgreens or CVS or Rite Aid, and I would be picking up some lashes and some fresh glue on my way to my gig. I would park my car and I would pop them on looking in the mirror of my car. Has anyone ever done that? If you're a dancer, you know you've done that, right? You've put something on. Anyways, maybe one of these challenges should be full face of belly dance makeup in a car mirror. Maybe. Thank you again for joining me on this 30-day belly dance challenge. If you like what you're seeing and you want to see more, make sure that you've subscribed. Ring the bell if you want notifications. And if you are interested in any of the products I have used today, they'll be in the box below. Some of the things I use are out of print. God, I'm an author. Out of manufacture. So I will do my best to steer you towards things that I would get today if I had to rebuy the product that you can't buy today. Yeah. So I wish you a great day. I hope that you have fun, happy dancing, and I'll see you tomorrow. God, I love coffee. Lips still on. Matte. It's the thing. Hi there. I thought you might want to see how I put my eyeshadow on today. And so I've included the portion of my makeup application. Today I spent a little more time than I did yesterday, about 35 minutes, only because I spent a lot more time blending and I used a fair few more different colored eyeshadows rather than just going black and white. I've utilized a Physicians Formula palette that included shades of brown, gold, and turquoise. So without further ado, here I am putting on my eye makeup. See you tomorrow. As you can see, I had a little bit of trouble with my gel liner. It is completely dried out, and there's a moment in time where it goes from being smooth and viscous and turns into dried out, crunchy, gluey mess. I had a real problem with it, and I ordinarily will layer on eyeliner anyways, but I completed my eyeliner with a eyeliner pen, and because the gel liner had made such a mess, I went over it with my regular eyeshadow. So you can see here at the end I'm fixing my mistakes made from bad products. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.